I hate it here. And yes, by here I mean Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the most difficult places to live, but one of the easiest places to die. And the Nigerian government is nothing but satanic, evil, and inhumane. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, why did God create me as a Nigerian born in Nigeria? Without any means of escape, might I add, like any immediate means of escape. They say God doesn't have favorites. Some people say God does have favorites. I believe that God has favorites. If you're born and raised in Nigeria, I don't think you're on the list of God's favorites. Especially if you're born and raised in Nigeria to like a poor family or a family that's middle class. Then again, I'm not trying to blame this on God. What I'm trying to say is Nigerian leaders are the spawn of Satan. A generator just turned on. I don't know if you could hear that. Someone just put on their generator in the middle of the day. This is 2 p.m. in the middle of the day. It's so crazy that in this big 2025, the Nigerian government cannot even provide basic necessities such as electricity. We don't have electricity. We don't have security. We don't have a valuable currency. We don't have nothing works here. We don't have network. The network providers, they do everything but provide network. MTN, Airtel, Glo, nothing. We have no service. You go into a mall or a restaurant and it will be looking as if you cannot pay for what you just purchased because First Bank is busy having the time of their lives, just being worthless. And there's no service, nothing fucking works in this place, and it's driving me quite mad. I hate it here. And when I speak about the Islamic extremists and Islamic terrorists that have plagued this nation, I know what I'm talking about because for some of you who don't know, I was born and raised in northern Nigeria, right? My childhood and everything was in northern Nigeria, in Kano State to be precise. And I've experienced these people. I've experienced the dangers that come with these people being on your soil. I've been bombed. Maybe that'll be a story for another day. If you want to hear that story, just let me know in the comments. But like my family and I escaped with our lives. So when you're hearing that 7,000 people have died in 2025, it's not normal. It's not normal at all. Those are real people. Those are, just because you don't know anybody close to you who has been affected or who has been part of that statistic does not mean it is false or that it is irrelevant. It is real. There are real families being affected by these things. Real people, real lives are being jeopardized and cut short because of the incompetence of the Nigerian government. And the Nigerian people are not doing anything to help. If you're one of those people who are downplaying the severity of these attacks on Christians in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, in southern Nigeria, and eastern Nigeria, if you're one of the people who are downplaying these attacks, I don't wish you well. I'm not Christian enough to wish you well. If you're one of these people that are saying they are only attacking the president because he's a Muslim, they're only doing this because he's Yoruba, they're only doing this because you're saying, those of you saying stupid things like Trump is only coming here because he's into our resources. What resources? So are mineral resources much more important than human resources, than human lives? Some of you Nigerians in diaspora are even against Donald Trump coming. That's the most selfish, fucked up thing I've ever seen in my life. Because I don't understand. You have family members back here, don't you? People you care about who can't make it to where you are at the moment. So why don't you use your voice and speak up for them? If you're one of those people who are abroad and you're not saying anything about this because you're safe and it doesn't affect you directly, and maybe you're also one of those people who are abroad and you're speaking against the interference of the US government to help us in places where our government has refused to help us, you're a bad person. We've got our own issues as people.